for Asru Vespers this year, where I was asked to write about my relationship with God. Quite a big ask. In this poem, I'm writing about how the way, in this piece, correction, I'm writing about how the way I see God has been colored by my life experience as a queer man. Hymn to my God. I sat on a bench, stumped, scavenging for the guts and the inspiration to write honestly for the first time about what God means to me, while a small pollen-coated honeybee buzzed into my vision, landing tenderly on the shirt pocket over my heart. As she approached me, my breath hitched and chest tightened. I've been stung by a bee once before and was scared of it happening again, but she sat there anyway, and we rested into this moment, looking each other in the eye, honoring each other. Right as I was realizing I was queer, I remember my church pastor saying in a sermon that he was uncomfortable with and thus against gay marriage. And though I knew deep in my heart that God still loved me, I knew that I'd need to find him elsewhere. So I left the church and didn't look back. Meanwhile, I strayed into the spiritual through poetry, meditation, and nature. And in my solitude, when I wrestled with and reworked my spiritual perspectives, I could feel him guiding my thoughts. Quietly, mysteriously, but unmistakably there. God knew I would be scared off by grand gestures, and so he has shown up for me in so many small ways. Endlessly generous friends, the ethereal shimmer of Walla Walla sunsets, the sun's rays ringing the clouds despite a brewing storm, spiritual discussions unfolding mid-ping-pong game, Stevie Wonder's Another Star, swing dancing Saturday nights, learning God's many Hebrew names, reading the book of Jonah in full, singing psalm tones with ecantory, singing with gospel choirs, laughing until crying, crying during prayer, and so much more that evades description, even with the best words that I can compose. As the bee fluttered away, I felt my heart flood with warmth as I watched her shrink from sight. And after a pause, pregnant with silence, I slowly sighed, soul softened, and I felt again, after many years of doubt, as if God loves me, sees me, likes me, knows me, and sees me seeing him as I told him I'm still scared, skeptical, and fragile, but up for trying him out again. Thank you.